shoulder and kisses it close enough to get it in.
Oh, and the foul call on Matt Bolden, his third. .30 Gonzaga lead. Bolden with 11 points, but now 3 personal fouls, 3 steals, and a rebound. Here's Forbes inside, scoop shot. Well, that's a wild one right there.
And, you know, being a freshman, you're going to do that. You're going to make some bad decisions and take bad shots. That time you should have just pulled up like Dimitri did.
Yeah, from about 10 or 12 feet.
Yeah, he took it all the way into the heart of the defense. That would be Forbes on the other end. Got near the land of the Giants and had to throw up a prayer that didn't even get close.
Goodson now with 9. And Dean on the much larger Harris. And he runs into Rob Sacre, and Sacre picks up number 2. And that's 2 fouls on Gonzaga this half.
Well, the droughts for Eastern Washington in the first half of going without field goals really hurt them. At least they got 1 starting out in the second half, and now they're Dean going to the free throw line for his, looks like 5th attempt at the free throw. He's 5 for 5 there. You just don't want to keep shooting and missing, right? You just want to make sure you get opportunities to score. And so if you can't get a jumper to go for you, make sure you drive and maybe create some contact and get to the free throw line while you're shooting the basketball.
Dean now with his 8th double-figure scoring game of this season. And Gray open in the corner for 3. Stephen Gray now 2 of 3 from behind the arc. And the block tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles. I don't know. That looked like Stephen Gray deflected that out of bounds to me.
Well, he deferred to the referee to see if they saw it from that angle. But look at that. That's just a good screen by Dimitri. That was kind of a flare screen that they usually don't do, but out top. But that went to the baseline, and Stephen Gray and Dimitri and Matt all on the same page that play.
Goodson now 0 for 2 from behind the arc. Actually 0 for 3.
Well, you know, the guy that played that position last year, Jeremy Pargo, everybody said couldn't shoot, you know, beyond the arc, and had to prove everybody wrong. And I think Dimitri Goodson's going to have to do the same thing. He's going to have to develop that shot as his career goes along.
He's 1 of 12 for the season from behind the arc. Forbes, Dunn, 3-ball, corner, short. Does not get the bounce, and Bolden with the rebound for GU. With his 2nd rebound, Bolden driving, missed it. Dunn lost it out of bounds. It stays with Gonzaga. Tell you, the big problem with Eastern Washington is, at least when you look at the numbers this year, averaging 69 points a game, which is up by 6 points this year, but defensively they're giving up almost 77 points a game, which is up from 68.5 a year ago as Gray buries a 3. Defensively, they have not been very good, Craig.
No, and I think you can attribute that to the fact that they are a young team. He's got 3 freshman guards out there to go along with 2 big guys, and they're all small, so they play very small, and they turned it over again.
Bolden, Gray, blocked by Gibbs. Great hustle by Alden Gibbs. Bolden faked the pass and then missed the shot. And here's Glenn Dean. And Sacre over the back, number 3. 15:46 to play. Gonzaga's lead is growing. They lead at 65-29. Stephen Gray with 11 points. 3 of 4 from behind the arc. You look at what not to do and then what to do.
Yeah, you see Forbes used the screen very well, get the big guy to switch out on him, but took it way too far. Dimitri, on the other hand, took it as far as he needed to go, took what was given him, and came down with a nice jumper. And I think Forbes, the difference right now is just the discipline of where the 2 kids are at their game. Forbes will learn to stop and let it go.
Look at Dean trying to inbound over Will Foster. And the turnover. Goodson Missed the lay and tipped back by Kong. And Dean the rebound for the Eagles. Dean is 5'10". Will Foster's 7'5", and he had to inbound on the baseline. Gibbs free throw line jumper over Kong is good.
Well, I like Dimitri, and I like him a lot when he tries to go up, but you know, 2 points is 2 points. You get 2 points for a dunk, you get 2 points for a layup. I think he was in between again on that break that he had on the previous possession.
Gray driving on Winford. Left it for Will Foster, who traveled.
That always happens.
The applause anyways. Will, he was running on the floor, turned and almost hit the ceiling with the shot and dropped it right through.
Yeah, when he was in traffic, he couldn't keep his feet still. Got called for traveling and a turnover, but on the way out of there, he took the ball with him and shot a rainbow, didn't he? That brought rain.
There's Foster trying to slow down Dean. Winford. This is LeRon Griffin working on Olynyk. And the goaltend by Will Foster.
You know, not a bad thing to do if you're Will Foster. You know, even though the basket counted, in the back of that kid's mind, next time he's thinking that 7'5" guy's back there, he's going to block my shot. So he, you know, even though it was a goaltending, sometimes you can sacrifice that.
Here's Will. He'll shoot free throws. Bo Kong threw it where you have to throw it to someone 7'5".
Yeah, and if Will would have just kept it above his head, I don't think Eastern could have defended him. He brought it down just about eye level, and then that's when the hands came in there, but he also drew the foul, so he goes to the free throw line.
Will 7'5", 273 out of Bonnie Lake, Washington. Off on both free throws. Goodson saves it and throws it off of Griffin. That looked like a different free throw style by Will Foster. It's kind of a single hand. I don't remember that. Do you?
Well, he's dominant right-handed, so they've
but he completely left his left hand off the ball.
Yeah, his left hand's just a guide hand, but it does help you keep that ball straight at the rim, and both of those shots were off, one left and one right.
Gray missed that shot, but Will needs some guidance on those free throws. I think I'd have left the left hand up there.
You know, a lot of times guys that have a problem shooting free throws waver on you know, self-confidence going to the line, and when you shoot like that and miss badly, then I think all of us have a problem, you know, at the free throw line then. So Will's got to work on that. You're exactly right. He's got to get better if he wants to be in ball games in the conference for the Zags, because he's got to be able to make free throws if he's out there.
There's Dean dribbling his way through traffic, blocked by Foster. And here's Stephen Gray at the elbow, left it for Goodson, and Dimitri charge called for the offensive foul.
Well, the Zags putting the pressure on the Eagles. They're not letting up. They've got the foot on the throat right now with the big lead, but still pushing the basketball, trying to get those easy baskets.
That's 3 fouls on Goodson, 4 on GU. I was about to say there, Goodson shooting free throws as Gibbs takes it, and he'll be shooting free throws now as Will Foster picks up his second. And that's 5 on Gonzaga with 13:33 to play, second half.
Well, the Eagles, if you look at it right now, Greg, they've cut their turnovers. You know, there's 7 minutes left are gone in the second half. They had 16 at halftime and only 2 now, but GU's defense has also let up a little bit on the pressure, so Eastern not seeing the same type of pressure that they saw in the first half and the second half right now. And I think if I'm GU coaches, I would remind my team that, hey, you got to play the whole 40 minutes. Don't give up and just because of where the lead is. And I think Duke does that as well as anybody. I think I've read somewhere where Krzyzewski has said that, is that, yeah, when we play some less talented teams, we're still